Hey, boys and girls. Okay, so today is Monday, the sixth day of summer learning, and we are going to wrap up the Hoover Dam book. There's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about. Thought maybe they would be beneficial for your knowledge in the future. So we're going to read just about 4 pages. These are your questions, but I'm going to do them on a Google Doc for you, so you don't have to worry about writing them down. I just wanted to write them down for you so we could go over them before we read so that you can kind of remember some of the things I'm emphasizing as I read. Number one, tell me the main purposes of building the Hoover Dam. I'm sorry, I forgot but of building the Hoover Dam. So, why did they want to build it in the first place? Hmm. Number two, what did all the manufacturers moving into the area give to the local people? So, all these people that came and opened all these businesses, how did they help the local people? Pretty easy question once you hear the answer. I'm going to read to you in just a second. Number three, what makes the energy once the water has flowed through the pipes? And that's something we're going to talk about. Number four, how is hydroelectricity made? And number five, why do people go visit the Hoover Dam? All right, those are going to be your 5 questions to round this Hoover Dam book out. So let's go to this page right here. And it starts off with Powerhouse. It says, Hoover Dam doesn't just supply water and protect against floods, it also makes electricity. Power and water from the Hoover Dam make it possible for new businesses to come to the region and for farmers to irrigate their land and grow more crops. Car, aircraft, textile, and chemical manufacturers move in, providing thousands of jobs and attracting more people to live in the area. So here's a side view of the Hoover Dam. So if you look at the left, that's Lake Mead. That is where the Colorado River was blocked up. So all that water is trying to rush down towards these pipes to this area where it says it's the world's biggest hydroelectric power plant. Okay? So all this pressure from Lake Mead goes down and it turns this thing called a generator. And this generator is the thing that makes the electricity. And those big generators, they are right there. You see how big those things are? Look at how those people are right beside them. So there's a lot of those generators and they make electricity. So this is called a hydroelectric plant because hydro means water and then electric means electricity. So a water driven plant. So moving water making electricity by turning these generators. Pretty incredible. Really, really cool thing. So those big, huge generators supply energy for that whole entire area out there, including Las Vegas, Nevada. All right. So let's come down here. Here's a picture of what it looks like from the other side. So on the other side of this gigantic wall right here is Lake Mead. Okay, so that's when they dried it up. So you're looking at the one side. Now, if you look at the other side, that's the side behind the wall. So those little towers you see, they are sticking up. So that is the huge reservoir right there. They call that a reservoir. It's a big, huge body of water. And this is the dried up Colorado River right there on the other side of the Hoover Dam. Okay, and they release water. And when they do release water, it goes through these generators right here and it makes electricity. Pretty cool, right? Now these are the pipes right here. It says penstock going down to the turbine and the outflow. These are what those pipes look like. They are gigantic. It says huge pipes funnel water from the lake into the powerhouses. They are called penstocks and are 30 feet across. So 30 feet across would be almost even wider than the classroom you were in this year. That's how big they are. And look at how small that person is right there. So it lets a lot of water through there. Pretty incredible. Really smart way to make electricity. Just kills fish. That's one of the worst things about it. But other than that, really clean electricity. So another thing I wanted you to learn about was the tourism. So we have a big tourism season here. That's when all the people come to the beach and they make a mess and they come and they just make a lot of traffic. Well, the Hoover Dam is extremely popular with tourists. They love to go and look at it. So I'm going to read this to you. Tourism. You return to the Hoover Dam nearly 30 years later with your grandchildren and go on a guided tour with a group of tourists. Seeing the dam again fills you with pride and brings lots of memories flooding back. The dam is still a major tourist attraction today, more than 70 years after its construction. 7 million visitors come to see it every year, and another 10 million visit Lake Mead. Boulder City, where the construction workers lived, is still there today and has a population of about 15,000 people. So people would go and they would talk about how they built the dam. They would reminisce and tell their grandchildren because, like I told you, this is one of the 7 man made wonders of the world. It's an incredible, incredible, incredible achievement to have worked on that because it's always going to be there for the remainder of your life, I would imagine. So we come down here to the other side, and it says the Hoover Dam today is still one of the biggest hydroelectric power plants in the world. With new turbines, it now has the capacity of 2,080 megawatts, enough to supply more than 1 million homes. So that's a lot. So think about that. We don't have 1 million homes in Wilmington, not even close. The Hoover Dam could run us, probably all of North Carolina, after a day of running. Now here's something really, really cool. And I want you to pay attention to this. So all this right here, that huge wall, 726 feet, that's all concrete. Okay, so it took a lot of concrete. So read this right here. It says, there's enough concrete in the dam to make a road from San Francisco to New York City. So there's enough concrete right there to build a road all the way from San Francisco to New York City, which is 2,500 miles. So think about that for a minute. Think about all the money and all the concrete that went into building that dam. It's a lot. You can get a better view from it right there. So look, there is a lot of concrete. I've also heard that the concrete is still settling and drying. I don't know if that's true or not. Everybody's been saying that to me lately, but I don't know. I've never been. So hopefully one day maybe you guys can go and you can tell me. All right, so I'm going to give you a Google Doc with these questions on it. And that is wrapping up our Hoover Dam exercise. And you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.